First question. How long have you been trading?
I've been trading roughly 5.5 years, almost 6 years. It's gonna be 6 years in April of next year.
Okay. Now tell me about the beginning of that journey. How was that for you? Specifically pertaining to during this interview, just a side note, I'm going to mention kind of the inner psychology as the inner battle. So whenever I say inner battle, just know that I mean like that inner psychology, the discipline and self-control when it comes down to the markets.
Bet.
When you were first starting out, what was it like with that inner battle?
When I was first starting out, that inner battle, what I would say that it was like a lot of greed, just like when I first started. So I was trading from a place of lack when I first started because I was in school, right? Well, I was in school and I learned about trading. This is my first years of college, and I learned about trading. I learned about trading in high school, but I learned about trading and I was like, oh man, I want to do this thing. I hate college. I was upstate New York. I hate school. I want to drop out and I want to learn this trading stuff. So I did drop out in my first year of college. I think it was the end of the semester. I dropped out, and I was like, I'm gonna pick up trading. So the first maybe 3 4 months of the summer, no, well, it was like school ended in May, June, July, August. Yeah, I picked up learning. I picked up this online course, and I was just like deep diving into learning. But at my back of my mind, my mom is playing in my head. You need to go back to school. You need to get a. If you don't go back to school, you're gonna need to get a job. Yeah, you need to go back to school. All my children needs to do school. They need to finish school. XYZ. So I
Yeah.
had that like pressure in the back of my mind that if I need to make this work, or I'm gonna have to go back to school or get a job. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna settle for just getting a job right now, which is gonna put money into my trading account, and I'm gonna show them I'm gonna make enough money to not need school anymore. I'm gonna just live sufficiently off the money that I make in the markets. So I was trading from a place of lack, and that internally started off my journey pretty rough.
I see. I see. So how did you end up overcoming that? Like what tools did you use or what methods did you have to take to really dig deep within yourself and kind of pull those roots of those weeds out?
I think really it never stopped because I had to go back to school because I was, as I said, I was training from a place of lack, so it never really worked out. And really, I came into trading for the money initially. Obviously, I feel like everybody comes into trading for the money, but when I came in, I was like, I need to make money so I don't have to go back to school and my mom would get out my hair and XYZ. So
Yeah.
I literally had to go back to school the next year, and I enrolled back to school, and literally I kind of dropped trading for like 3 4 years until COVID happened. So it wasn't until COVID that I came back around. So even though I told you I started in like 2015, 2016, I really stopped trading. So I won't even count those years as me starting because I was trading for like about 6 7 months trying to make money. It didn't work. I had to go back to school. So then I
Yeah.
started officially in 2020. So if you're saying like how did I get over it, I didn't get over it through that period. I had to let it go to go back to school because it wasn't working and I wasn't making any money.
I see. So how did you end up coming to terms with yourself? Because I know you said that you didn't really want to go back. You wanted it to work, but within your external environment wasn't matching what you really wanted or what you really desired. So how were you able to have peace within yourself, knowing that like what you wanted you didn't have? Like was that a tough mental battle within itself?
It was a tough mental battle for sure. It was a tough mental battle. But here's what I did. I knew I had to go back to school, so I was like, I'm going to focus on a finance major. I went back to school. I'm like, I'm going to study finance. I'm going to get into one of the top brokerages or banks or the firms that allows you to trade. That was the mindset going back into school. I'm not going to stop this. I'm going to learn how to
Yeah.
make money online because the allure of trading just captivated me. I needed to learn how to make money online. I need to learn because my whole life I just had blue collar workers in my family, people who were, constructions, plumbers, electricians, just people who work with their hands. So I was like, I need to do something different. I have to do something different. I got to be different. So I want to try to learn how to make money without using my hands, and you just using my brain, or even just sitting around the computer, just like I'm talking to you right now, taking trades, having the trades just make me thousands of dollars every day. So when I went back to school, I had that mindset, like I'm gonna learn to I'm gonna go into finance to eventually get into trading again, which led me down a different path, which was accounting, because my first accounting teacher, he told me about, if you get a finance degree, you can only do finance, but if you get an accounting degree, you can do an accounting and finance. So I was like, well, he said it opens you up to more opportunities. And I was like, all right, cool. I switched my major over to accounting. I did all of this stuff. Like, just to summarize it, I really did really good in school, got good grades. I was in this community, well, not the community, this club called NABA, and I was the president of it. It's called National Association for Black Accountants. I got a really good job at a bank, but all of that to just lead me to going back to trading, which I got to the bank and I thought I would be doing something that would allow me to venture into trading, but little did I know that it was nothing like I expected. And eventually I ended up leaving that job to just pursue trading again officially, like fully embark on trading.
And when was that?
That was in 2021.
Okay.
Excuse me, 2021.
Okay. So slightly a bit after COVID. I heard you mention that I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. You mentioned that when you went to the job that it was nothing like you had expected, that you had thought it would be more aligned with trading just because it was in the finance world.
I was a financial analyst, so I thought something like that would allow me to step my foot into the trading world again.
Yeah. So from what you said, you got your hopes up.
Yeah.
What was there anything that you could have taken away from that experience? Like, was there anything that you learned or picked up, even not even pertaining to just the charts, but even like about yourself, about the way you think, behave, about the way you move, your work ethic, that kind of may have had an impact with how you were on the charts? Or just your mental at all?
For sure. I learned that I'm a leader. I learned that I could lead people. I could take charge and just have a vision for something and allow people to believe in the vision as well. And I also learned that I don't want to sit around the desk all day. Well, not in the corporate sense, but I also learned how to network with people and talk to people and build relationships and build connections and stuff like that. So a lot of the soft skills, I would say, for talking to people and just being a good networker and being just a good person in general to talk to, it translated into my trading career because I was able to start a community, have people join online and talk to me. And although I wouldn't see these people in person, I would see them online every day. So I would be able to talk to them and just network with them and grow spiritual, financial, physically, everything with other people and try to lead them in that direction of profitability, if you want to call it like that.
Yeah. So it definitely helped you in some sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shift gears a little bit, and I'm gonna talk more about trading itself. Thank you for sharing. What you shared about your journey is very valuable and insightful. What do you use to track your trades? What do you use to journal your trades? What do you like about it? What don't you like?
Currently what I use to track my trades is TradeZilla. That's what I use to track my trades. I like the interface. The interface is pretty solid. I don't want to pull it up right now because I know you have your own personal ledger that you're introducing to the world, so I don't want to get too deep on it. But the things that I liked about it, that you can upload your broker, and it would have the whole stat sheet of everything. It would give you projections of the different things that you're doing well, your risk to reward ratio, the time in the trades that makes you the most money or the least amount of money, or what days you're most profitable, what days you're least profitable. And I could write in it. I could write my notes into this platform, and I can share my thoughts with myself, because I'm the only one going back to read it. So I would see the results as well as putting my feelings or my thoughts and my what I perceived that I was doing on the charts in that moment to come back to later and have all of that information, including with the information from my brain of that particular day. Because you can't, because if someone asks me today, yo, what did you eat last week Monday for lunch? I have no idea. I don't know. So the ability to go back and remember something that you have done that you might have forgot, because I told you I don't remember what I ate for lunch last week Monday. It gives you like, it's like almost like telepathy to remember something, to read your mind from back in the like at a certain point. Even like some I have data from like last year, and I could read my mind where I was, what I was thinking about, how where my emotions were, like how was the market moving, how was my results in the market at that particular time. And you can even see everything, like the strategy, everything, just breaking down everything to me so I can get a clearer definition of what I need to change, what I need to improve on, what I need to do less of, what I need to do more of, etc., etc.
Yeah, so it's very intuitive. It sounds like when it comes down to the data aspect, showing you all the different insights, allowing you to track heavy amounts of data. Um, it seems like they really got it going on that aspect. I've dived a little bit into TradeZella when it comes to that, and I think that's one of the things that I really like about their platform is just the fact that they have just so much ways to show the same data. I think that's very
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Um, if there's anything that you don't like about it or anything that you wish was better about it, what would that be? If there is anything.
Currently, the prop firms like to put the prop firms on the app, the software. It's a little bit because they have like different beta testing, but they improve consistently because they have like a strong team of just like software developers that just keep improving on it. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't complain about it too much because I remember at a point that I couldn't even use my data from maybe my MT5 when I was trading it on MT5, or like the prop firm that I was using, which was MFF. I couldn't put my data on MFF because it didn't have that user ability connection. So I can do certain things. Like right now, I can't even put my Top Step X because Top Step used to not be Top Step X. It used to just be Top Step, and you could put Top Step on the platform. And now they have their own
Yeah.
Top Step X. Now I can't use Top Step X and put it on the platform. I have to journal it myself, and I can't. That connection is not there for me to track the data as well.
You can't integrate it as efficiently. You gotta
Yeah.
take an extra 15 minutes to enter the. Okay, I see.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, what steps did you take in trading to become more accountable for yourself and for like your mistakes and for your discipline?
I would say the biggest thing that I did in trading was trading live. Why? Because when you have other people seeing what you're doing, it's easy to take a loss when you're in your room by yourself. Nobody's looking, nobody's talking to you, nobody cares what you're doing. But when you're trading live in front of tens of dozens of people, and then they're all commenting on what you're doing, and they're seeing what you're doing, and they're seeing you not following your rules, and you said, oh, I'm going to take one trade today, or I'm one and done today, or maybe I'm not going to size up on this trade, or I'm going to size down on this trade, I'm going to close this trade out, whatever things that you say, and you don't keep, you're not accountable to that, and everybody sees that, and then people get to talking, whatever the case is. Now you look like a fool in front of everybody.
Mhm.
Because, and I was posting it on Instagram too. I was posting on YouTube, doing live on YouTube. Like, the accountability is there because the whole world sees it. Anybody who wants to see it can see it. So now it's like I have to do what I said I'm gonna do, or people are gonna talk bad about me, and I'm gonna look like a clown. Who's gonna want to listen to me because I don't even listen to myself?
Mm.
Yeah.
So it came from more so like a place of credibility and having integrity within yourself and your audience. Because you trying to build a brand, so
Right.
you have to be credible. You have to have integrity in that aspect. That make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So as far as your brand, your mentorship, I watched plenty of your YouTube videos. What steps do you advise for traders to get past like these own their own like inner battles and inner struggles?
I'll say one, don't trade from a place of lack. Trade from a
Mm,
place of abundance. If you don't have a job, get a job. If you
mm,
if you trading with your last rent money, don't do it. Don't trade with your last rent money. Just keep that in your pocket. It never really works out well. And when you're trading from a place of lack, desperation, need, it don't work out well because you're not trading with the thought pattern of if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. Whatever. Like in the long run, I will be a profitable trader. No, you're looking at right now. Every tick that goes up and down and up and down, every dollar that you go into profit, every dollar that you go into loss, you're looking at that as something that's affecting your real day-to-day life. Like if you're trading with your last rent money, you're looking at that like, damn, I just lost $500 of my rent money. How am I gonna pay rent?
mm.
How am I gonna pay my car note? How am I gonna eat? How am I gonna eat? If you think about how I'm going to eat, you can't think properly. You can't be logical on
Nah.
the charts because you don't have what you need to survive. So you cannot trade abundantly. You cannot make money efficiently because you don't have what it takes to survive on your own without trading. So you
Uh,
definitely need to not trade from a place of lack. I would say also you need accountability partners. Trade with a group. Trade
mm,
with some like-minded individuals. Connect with me. Connect with you. Connect with people on YouTube. Whoever. Like find somebody who you like. Find a group who you like. Learn from people who are transparent, who doesn't hide their losses, who are forthcoming with the things that they do, like a mistake they make or whatever the case is, whatever they done, they're just forthcoming with it because it gives them trust. It gives you the ability to trust what they're saying, and you can believe the things that they're doing, and you can possibly imitate or learn from what their mistakes are, or even the things that they're doing well. You can also take from that and implement it in your own life. I will also say that you have to do a lot of backtesting and journaling. Backtesting is
mm.
important, especially in the beginning. Still now, I still backtest to this day. Backtesting is super important. Why? Because it sharpens your edge. It keeps you sharp in the market. It keeps you, I would just say, it keeps your edge dialed in. Because now that you go back, like let's say 2 months ago, 3 months ago, or even just last week, you just want to backtest that, and then you compare it to what you actually did on charts. That's where journaling comes in. If you journal what you did on the charts in that day, like every day I journal, and then I get to go back and look at it, and then I can get to compare my backtesting results to what I did in the live markets. So if they're not equal, if they're not the same thing, that means I'm doing something wrong. Because if my backtesting results are better than my live trading results, then that means I'm doing something wrong. But if my live testing results are better than my back testing results, that also means I'm doing something wrong. Because they're supposed to be the same thing. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be trading the same exact way. You're not supposed to be changing variables and doing whatever you want, whatever feels like a good trade. Like if you just feel like it today, you'll just take something. If you feel like you just open the charts and just press buy, you got to trade with an edge, a system, and I think you have to have you have to have a system. Number one, you got to have a system. If you don't have a system, you can't make money. You can have the best what would you call that? Mindset. You can have the best mindset in the world about making money. I'm going to make money every day. Tell myself, oh, I'm a billionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm going to make money, I'm a seven-figure trader, whatever, whatever. You don't have an edge, it don't matter. You're not going to make money. In the long term, you're not going to make money. But if you have an edge, but you don't have the mindset behind it, like you don't have the mindset of, I'm going to learn, I'm going to make money, win, lose, or draw. I'm going to also walk away or have the what did you call psychology? If you don't have proper
The inner
psychology,
battles.
the inner battles, if you don't know how to walk away from the charts when a day is bad, when a day is red, and you still lose. Because sure, you may have won Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday something happened, you lost. Then you went back again, you took another loss. You went back again, you took a. you one day ruined your whole week of good profitability. So it's a lot of different facets into trading, but I would say definitely making sure that you have a system, good psychology, journal, and backtest, and get with some like-minded individuals.
Going back to that aspect of the inner battles. So my online journal, it has a reflection page where users can actually answer prompts to reflect on these inner battles and on our psychology before or after trading. As a mentor, do you think that this is something that would actually benefit traders? Like, do you think they would actually?
I would say yes and no. Yes, it would benefit traders, but no if they don't use it. Like it all comes down to because I pay for TradeZilla, I paid $300, but if I don't use it, how beneficial is it? It can't do nothing for my life if I don't use it. But yes, obviously, it's all good. It's all good to have the software to help you track your emotions, to reflect on, and to think about the things that you're thinking about right now in this moment that's affecting your trading. But if you don't use it, then how useful is it? It's only as useful as you make it. So I would say if you have that opportunity to use the software at its max capability, use it. Make the best of it. Don't like waste time and money.
So ultimately, it comes down to the users. What you saying?
Bound to the user. I would say have everything on the software. Give the users as many opportunities to capitalize on growing the skill of backtesting and journaling and reflecting and all that stuff. But it's really up to them now. It's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna use it or not? Really, I would just say focus on making sure that the usability, the functionality of the software is solid. Like it's easy, the interface is easy to maneuver. Next thing, it has to have connections to different platforms. It could be TradeOvate, TradeZilla. Not TradeZilla, TradeOvate. It could be TopStep. It could be MFF. It could be Apex. It could be your personal account. It could be MT5. Like, make sure it has those user capabilities that you can connect to it, and you can pull that feed, that information from it straight to this source. So it's not like a hard thing that you gotta fight tooth and nail to get the information from it. Because TopStep, if you lose the account, you lose all the data.
Yeah, you lose all data.
You lose all
It's
the
pretty
data.
silly.
So you have to have, because I can't trust TopStep to put my information on, because once I lose the account, it's gone. But if I can,
And you know what you? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but if I can download all my information to your platform, I don't care if I lose the account. I'll still have the information to go back to.
So now you tracking data from 4, 5, 6 combines ago, to where you can understand the patterns
Exactly.
that are resulting
What you
and why
keep doing wrong. Because when you lose
Yeah.
it, it's usually off of you just doing something. Obviously, you can lose it over a couple of days, weeks, months, whatever. But usually people just blow it. Maybe just 1 day, 2 days
Yeah.
max. But they just blow it.
Yeah.
But they can't learn from it because they can't go back to it because it's gone.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Even with what you're saying about the connectivity, because it's like once we can make getting the data in efficient, now it takes the focus off the actual charts. Now it's more so on you. Okay, what did you do wrong? What could you improve? How did you feel? How could you have better managed this? And it makes that aspect of really looking at ourselves more important than the data. Of course, the data
Right.
itself is important,
For sure.
but I feel like us as traders and in the way that we manage ourselves, that piece of the journey is so important because we can learn all the data, we can learn the analysis, the charts. You can learn that in 2 3 months. But it's actually understanding yourself in accordance with these markets that,
Exactly.
at least to my knowledge, that's what really takes the longest span of time. That's what really is the piece to
But the
master
thing
and
is,
learn.
too, the market is always changing. So
Yeah.
it's not like you could just learn it today and it be good forever. It's always changing. So you need to just keep track of everything. You need to just keep like all the data is from the months, the previous months, years. It's still useful because although the markets has changed, the things that you're doing has also changed. So you need to track what are you doing differently? What do you need to stop doing? What you need to do more of? What you need to do. Even if you lost your way in your trading strategy, go back Maybe there was a couple of months, maybe 3, 4, 5 months that you was going crazy. Go back and look at that data. What were you doing in this time that made you so profitable? And then you can go back and pick up from where you left it off at, because now you have the
Yeah.
data to review and implement again.
But data is everything, is what I'm hearing. Data
Pretty
is
much.
key.
Data is key, because if you think about it, businesses can't make informed decisions if they don't have data. No business can grow if you can't collect data. Every business revolves around data. That's why you always hear about data breaches, or like the same thing what AWS was down like last 2 weeks ago on a Monday. This goes to a data breach. Once you have people like once data is corrupted, you cannot track what the performance of your business. So it's gonna tank everything else that you got going on, because you don't know what you need to do more of, what you need to do less on, what you need to improve on, what you need to, what you need to fix, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. No, I make a lot of 1 second. That make a lot of sense, because it's like even as humans, we move off data. We make decisions, we learn what happens, and when it comes back around, we move different. And all that
Exactly.
is data. Data is everything, and I'm glad that you said that, because you just put it right dead smack in front of me.
I got you, bro. I got you. I
Um,
know your software is gonna be crazy. Can you tell everybody what your software name is again?
my software is called My Ledger. It's a reflection software. It's a trading journal. Right now, we're about to begin the MVP testing. I'm sending it out to a hand-picked group of users to try it out, to let me know what we can improve on, to where we can make further development, further changes. We're really trying to implement this into something crazy. The vision is for it to be a worldwide masterpiece in the financial markets for all sorts of retail traders, swing investors, scalpers, any whatever you do. If you're in the financial markets, we want you to use this, because our sole priority, our sole mission, is to make trading easier for people. Robinhood made trading accessible to people, but Ledger is going to make trading easier for people. It's going to
I
help them
love that.
understand themselves in accordance with the markets. It's going to help them master themselves in the markets. It's going to help them calm down in stressful situations. And overall, it's going to be a crucial piece in the world of trading very soon to come. So if you're hearing this, please stay tuned. If we in the future, look us up. You probably already heard of us. So yeah, if you're watching this early, you are witnessing history. You're witnessing
Winning
greatness.
greatness
Just
right
to
now,
let you
man.
know.
Leave a like and subscribe on this video too, and leave in the comment section if you want to be a part of the early development of this platform, so we can send you out the beta testing. It's gonna be completely free as of right now, and you just give us
Completely
feedback, and
free.
we'll develop it. My boy right here is gonna develop it. Make sure you get all of the features that you've been looking for, and the price points. I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be better than TradeZella, right?
Definitely, definitely.
You gotta
Way more
kill
features too.
you gotta kill TradeZella with especially the price points, because the price point right now is definitely out of reach for a lot of third world countries. For people in
Yeah,
third world countries, if you still want, because you got to think about it, in America, there's only 500 million people in population. But now, if you think about
right.
China, India, there's billions of people in these continents that need something like this for an affordable price. So I think you're gonna
Right.
do a really good job in just developing the platform, and also having it very accessible and easy to use, as well as the price is gonna be affordable for most people.
Yeah, definitely, brother. I mean, we want everybody, like I said, I want everybody to be able to use this. I don't want it to just be, just for one demographic. I don't want it to just be for Forex, futures, commodities, stocks, whatever. I want everybody to use this and notice as the platform that's going to help them improve their trading. And that's essentially the core piece of it. So, right now, like I said, we're still very, very, very early in development. And there's a lot of features that I'm like really excited about implementing in the times to come.
For sure.
Um,
I'm definitely excited
so
to get to
yeah,
use it too. Hopefully, I'm a part of the small batch of people who get to experiment with it and give you live feedback and just help you grow this monumental business that you got going on. I think it could be something huge, groundbreaking. You just gotta make sure you listen to the people's feedback. Give the
nah,
people what they
definitely,
want.
definitely. I got two more questions for you, and I'm gonna kind of shift the focus to something else, something that we really don't touch upon enough in the world of trading. um, and it's AI. Do you
Mm.
believe that the use of AI in trading outside of analysis and automated executions can be beneficial for traders?
I'm gonna say I don't actually fully know, but I already know that AI is being used in trading. I can't say for me like a definite like I know and I don't. I really don't know because I'm a manual trader, but I know high frequency trading been existed for decades, not decades, but like dozens of years now, and like they have people who are trading on milliseconds, like a milliseconds. That's how fast trades are executed in markets from these high frequency traders, these algo traders, these people who already implement AI. So I know it's definitely beneficial on a higher level, like a level where you have information that
Yeah,
nobody has access to. So I feel like
right.
it's only really beneficial to you when you have access to information that the general population does not have access to, and you have the money to keep. Just like how you're always improving on your platform, you always need to
Mm.
improve on the algorithm. You always, because it's gonna keep changing. Because your algorithms might be good now, but the algo keeps learning. So someone's algo is gonna learn your algo and then beat your algo, and then it's your algo is obsolete afterwards. So it's always about
Exactly.
improving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your input on that. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stop there because you said you're not too familiar with AI, so I won't wrap you up too deep in that. But um,
Hit me
yeah,
with your
I
last
think
question. I'm ready. Go ahead. I'll answer as best I can.
I was gonna say, in what ways do you think an AI model could benefit traders if it had access to the execution data plus the data from the inner battles through like the prompts or just through the different things that they've answered?
Um, I would say very interesting. Like it just came to my brain. Let's say you say to yourself, "I want to just take 2 trades a day." Right after 2 trades a day, I'm not very logical and I don't make wise decisions, whatever the case is. If you would have an algo that would track your trades, like you're taking the trade live, whatever, and it would be updated to the software, and then it could track it and tell you, all right, you hit your 2 trade limit, you should stop trading, etc., etc. Or if you do go over it, it can show you in your journal, hey, you went over 2 trades on this day, although you did make money, you broke your rules, etc., etc. Because people think it's just because you make money it's a great day. No, you could do
Hmm.
bad stuff and make money. You can break your rules and make money. So it's a good way to make money and it's a bad way to make money. So if you can have an algo to help you identify the bad ways you make money or the bad ways that you lose money, and also the vice versa, I guess that could be beneficial. I don't know how it would work in I don't really know how it would work, but it just came to my brain, so I just answered as best I
Yeah.
could.
Nah, trust and believe, brother. If there's a will, there is a way. Um, I like your input on that. I think you gave a really good example of what that can be capable of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that that's all I got for you, brother.
Hey bro, I
I really
appreciate you.
appreciate your input on this. I really appreciate your answers, your insight. I'm gonna end up running this recording back and picking up more of what you said and really getting into it more. So thank you once again.
Thank you, Ralph. I hope I'm part of the data testing and I get to really help you develop this out.
Nah, bro, trust and believe. I'm gonna get the whole team involved with it. You one of the first people to sign up. So I got your email. I got your information already in. I'm just waiting on the last few policies of this, and from there we're gonna I'm gonna send it out. I actually just got it. I just got the first version of it. I can give you like a sneak peek of it so far. It's still really really early, bro. But like here we go. We got the basic, just KPIs, the basic, charts.
Mm-hmm.
Right here to show equity curve, profit by direction, total profit, trade entry tab where you can log trades.
Okay. Okay.
And it automatically calculates. So like say I'm on YM, say I enter that 47,500 or something like that. And let's say I exited at 47,600. it would show me if I went long or short, it would change the P&L based off that. And then I even doing a quantity. So like it's all the math and whatnot is all like integrated within the system, which is something that I like, something that's pretty good.
So you have to think
Um,
about how beneficial that would be for all different asset classes,
for all
because you that looks like it will be beneficial to a futures trader, but how beneficial would it
to
be to a
future.
forex trader or options trader or a equities trader? How beneficial would it be to have a trade calculator like that, but you can't trade calculate it in the asset that you're trading?
So
So
making
keep
this
that in mind.
accessible to everybody.
Yeah, yeah, keep that in mind too.
Exactly. So yeah, from there we got the trade log, the table where all the data is stored, and then we got our reflections page where you can answer the reflections. I kind of got prompts that's already preloaded.
Great.
It's not super responsive. This is literally very early, so you can refresh the prompts, you answer them, you can reflect back on them, pick them up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted my inspiration was that like when I at least when I journal, when some of my peers even journal, we write down and we kind of ask ourselves questions in our mind and we end up writing it down like I felt X and X way today or this made me do this today. But I noticed that like when I journal on digital sites, I don't kind of do that same thing. So I wanted to create that same structure but have it digital to where I could see the data directly in front of me instead of like reading out, okay, today I you know why today YM traded in Asia and I lost X and X, I entered at this and just seeing it in writing, but rather seeing it digital, organized, and still having that structure to really write out and get into the journal just as if we're writing it down on hand.
That's fly, bro. I'm rooting for you, bro. I'm rooting for you. Can't wait to try it out.